Well, hello and welcome to Knife Delights. Here on the table, we have an unusual knife. A knife that I didn't even know about, or a knife company. It's Syracuse Knife Company, USA, and it was a trademark by Camillus. But apparently, Camillus actually had a manufacturing plant in Syracuse at one time. Now, from what I can find from my research, is that Camillus made these from 1935 to 1940, and then sometime in the mid-70s, they just used the trademark and had the knives made in Poland and imported in. And if it was made in Poland, it would say on one of the tangs, a product of Poland or something like that. But this is a USA-made pre-World War II pen knife, it looks like. So, got the yellow celluloid, kind of like a cracked ice, faux pearl type. And the covers are in excellent shape. But we got some serious rust issues here. And I'm going to start off by throwing this in the rust remover for maybe an hour or so and see if I can start eating away at some of that rust there just a little bit. So, I'll be back with you. Well, I let this soak in the rust remover for a couple of hours, and I didn't have a chance to work on it right away when I pulled it out of there, so I just threw it in some mineral oil and let it soak in that. I'll bet you we got a little better walk and talk on it now. But let's just check these back springs. Let's just make sure they're clean while we're here. See if we scrub anything off of them. There's a little bit. And of course, after it's been soaked and oiled up and you work the action a few times. Oh yeah, see there? We're getting snap. And you'll work out some more stuff off of that. And it should be getting better as we go, as we work on it. Scrape off any rust might be on there. Keep it clean. It's getting better. Yeah, we'll have to just keep manipulating those blades. Okay. And we can look and see down inside here what we got. Okay. Still more oil to come out of there. It's looking pretty clean down in there, actually. Where's my little flashlight at? Always helps to have a little flashlight. It's actually looking pretty clean down in there. Just got to get her wiped out. Okay. Okay, here we go. What we got there? Like I said, it's really not all that dirty. Okay. Let's check these blades out quick. Okay, you can see it's pretty heavy duty right there. So we'll probably not get these mirror polished again. We're going to remove a lot of rust off of them. Okay, you gotta be careful with these little blades and not overdo it. They heat up very quickly. I think I'll just go kind of back and forth here a little bit. Just that little bit gets that blade hot. Okay, I'm going to work on it off camera here a little bit because this is going to take a while because I just alternate back and forth between the blades. Okay, so I let just the blade, I put it down in a glass and just had the rust remover up to this point here. So just the blade soaked, and it soaked for another 2.5 hours. And you can see that stuff is really set in there. And it's really a shame on these mirror polished stainless steel blades when you get that. It is awful difficult to get off of there. That is really set in there. So we're gonna just keep working at it a little at a time. I'll work on this blade and, you know, try to remove what I can, put it back in the rust remover however many times I need to, and then I'll work on the other blade. Oh, looky there, starting to come out. Starting to come off there. That's wonderful. Looking a little better. Okay, I think I'll try dunking it in the rust remover one more time. See what happens. We're starting to get rid of it though. That's looking much better. Well, I put this blade back in the rust remover. It's been in there 2.5, 3 hours. I just rinsed it off with some water. Let's take a look at this blade. It looks like it's cleaning it up, doesn't it? There's going to be some pitting there, and I won't be able to get rid of the pitting entirely. But that's starting to take shape there. Just taking some time. So let's just hit it one more time. Like I said, we just do it in steps. Especially these small blades, they heat up so fast you can't work on them a lot at one time. Let's just see what we got. There you go. That's looking a lot better, isn't it? Oh, that one. Oh, that. Yep. Okay, we're going to have some scarring in there because it did eat down into the metal. That looks so much better than when we started. Okay, I'll alternate back and forth with this one a little bit more off camera. Well, let's do this. Let's hit this one up one more time, and I'm going to focus on this blade now in the rust remover. Trying to take things off a little bit at a time here. Okay, that little blade will heat up really, really fast. Okay, so now we're going to concentrate on this blade and the rust remover. I let this blade soak for about 3 hours, rinsed it off. So let's hit this blade up again and see how it comes out. See if we're making any progress on it. This side's pretty bad. We're getting there. That's better. Get that side first. There's that little bit, and it got warmed up. So we're gaining. We are gaining. And let's take a look at our main blade here. We're gaining on it. Let's hit it one more time here, real quick. And while we got it out. That one spot right here. It's the worst. Okay. I don't know if we'll get this blade any better. We'll try working on it some more, but we can see we're getting down to where it's just pitting. There's no more rust in it. It's just the pitting. So the blade might be blemished. Oh well, let's throw the other blade back in for a while, and let's just see what happens. Well, it came out of another, I don't know, 2 hour soaking or so. Take a look at it. I think we're making progress. This is the worst side right here. Well, I don't know. What do you think, folks? I think we've gotten rid of all the rust, and all we have left is some scarring there. I don't think I'll be able to get anything more off of it. We've kind of arrested it pretty good there. And that's the big thing. This is a historic knife, you know. I can't remember when I first started when we said this was made. Wasn't it made in like the 20s or 30s, something like that? So it's either approaching 100 years old or 100 years old, and we just want to preserve it. And it don't have to be perfect. Well, what a nice little pen knife this is turning out to be. All right. Pretty clean. I'll see if I can't work on these back springs just a little bit with some sandpaper. I do believe this old gal is ready for the sonic cleaner. We've got her looking pretty clean here, folks. We just need to get in there and force out any dirty oil that might be down in there. Any bits of the sandpaper from the grit from sanding down in there and things like that. But yeah, she's looking pretty good. So let's throw her in here for about 5 minutes. Just some warm water and Dawn dishwashing liquid. And Just see what happens. Let's take a look. Oh, she looks pretty clean here, doesn't she? Water's not too bad. But we got all kinds of dirty oil dripping out of there. A little bit of sediment on the bottom, but overall not too bad at all. We've got us a pretty clean knife here, folks. You see that oil floating on top there? Set that back just a little bit. And we'll wipe her off. And you know what's coming up. The old gal gets a nice soaking in the mineral oil. Force out any of that moisture and water that's in there. And after that, we're ready to put some final touches on this knife. It's turning out to be a lot better than what I thought when we started. Looky there. Okay, so we got this knife looking pretty spiffy here. She is nice and clean. I did hit these blades real quick with a little bit of case paste just to clean them off just a little bit. You know, other than the scarring caused by the rust, these blades are looking really good. We have saved them. We have saved them from further deterioration. So we're saving a piece of Americana here. Yeah, isn't this cool? Syracuse Knife Company. Trademark of Camillus. Nice little pen knife. And when was this made? Probably back between 1935 and sometime early 40s. Somewhere in there. Yeah, Camillus brand. Look at how nice she all looks. Down inside, she's all clean. The only thing left to do is I do want to hit these tiny little bolsters. There's a name for these little bolsters, and it's escaping me right now. I can't remember what you call these small little bolsters. There's a name for them. Help me out. Let me know in the comments. Let's just touch them up real quick. Not much to them, is there? Oh yeah, they cleaned up just fine. Just fine. Oh, looky there. Nice and shiny now, aren't they? What a great little pen knife. I need to do a video on my pen knives. Speaking of that, a good friend of the channel, and just a good friend, is Jonathan over there at Pens and Pen Blades. I need to give a shout out to him. If you haven't checked out Jonathan's channel, why please do so. Super nice guy. He actually doesn't live all that far away from me in the big scheme of things, and I'm hoping someday that I get to meet Jonathan and shake his hand. But I do a pen knife and I think of Jonathan. Look at those bolsters pop now. Yeah, what a wonderful knife. Well, folks, I hope you've enjoyed seeing me work on this knife, and again, saving another piece of Americana. Syracuse Knife Company, USA. So until next time, have a very delightful day.